10 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Night Stalker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant Mirana.
Naga Siren.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Necrophos.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Kill.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Bad Rider!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Doom.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Medusa.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Legion Commander.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Anti-mage.
Choose your hero. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
It's going to be interesting how Mineski lane this though, because right now if you look at the stereotypical lanes the Radiant are going to do, Necro safe lane, LC off lane, Medusa mid, and these two supports are just going to roam around the map, and to be honest they're probably going to go to whichever lane the anti-mage is in, or at least one of them, and cause as much pressure as they can early. So if I'm Mineski and I look at that, I think I just put the AM mid. And then you have Podum as a side laner. They're not doing that because she already has mid items, but that would be my way to deal with it. They obviously have a different opinion. Or they aren't scared of whatever threat. Because this game it's not so much about the AM early, but as the game progresses on, he has to be like the thing that gets them across the finish line. No. I mean, there's no... If you go, like, Vanguard or Venom, run at you, Mantis thing, like... I don't think the other team cares. Like, they are better at fighting you on, like, small-scale skirmishes, and then once Medusa gets, like, this 25-minute timing along with the Necro, it's not going to matter too much what the anti-mage has. I think it's much more about, like, how strong is the rest of his team? Like, does Doom have items? Does Vanaga have a level 2 song so it's not a 3-minute cooldown, you know? Does Shakira have levels to do damage? Does Podem have items to do damage so that they can actually kill these heroes in the fights? Because, you know, between Necro and press the attack, they've got some sustain going, and the heroes that are going to be showing are quite naturally tanky. So they've got a lot of health to chew through. And sure, they've got the setup, but the other team knows they've got a song, so they're going to play around it, I hope. I think the game's mostly down to execution. I would rather be there to draft, yes. I just feel like their game plan's easier. There's not ifs and ahs about it, there's just, we're going to do this, and if it works, we're going to win, pretty much. And if it doesn't, they still have these 3 late game heroes that, okay, sure, you can argue that AM is really good against Dusa, but that's a hero that the AM kind of has to commit on at some point, and then you've got Necro and LC, which are both really good heroes at killing AM as the game goes on. You know, you get a Blade Mail on LC and the team doesn't have any Yules or anything, or you isolate him, AM dies nearly every time. Same thing when the LC's running around with like 120 dual damage and, you know, 6 slots. You know, they've got silence lockdown. Not easy for Mineski to go late. They have this kind of sweet timing, I think. Never. Maybe like TI3 time? I don't know, maybe when he played in DK, I don't know, I never got in the lobby for any of those games. So I wasn't casting, so... Yeah, I see, but, you know, it's a PG stream, dude. Actually, no, it isn't, because it's Dota 2, who gives a shit? It's double TP. Yeah, normally you only do 1, but I like this. Because these heroes, yeah, they need the vision early to know which lanes they want to go to. Yeah, they pinged this ward. So that might get dewarded. I feel like I recognize the name, but that also might just be because that's an insult in a lot of pubs, I guess.
30 seconds to battle.
And they get the pull block, so this is going to be them going aggro. The AM, trying to dodge the hardest matchup. I think this is yeah, this is the way they're dealing with it. You know, I said send it in the AM mid, but this is probably better overall. Because this way, their supports are going to, you know, pretty much be parked down here the entire time, and if they can last in the lane until 5 minutes, they have a shrine, and like it's pretty easy at that point. You know, Podem beats Dusa mid as far as I'm aware. Or if not, it's, you know, 50-50, and Potham's fine with that.
First blood! This is why I came to the surface!
Yeah, and that's why the Bat Riders either, like, whatever you do mid is not worth, when you have this ward, you know they're going aggro. You saw it from the start. To be fair though, Bat Rider does need level 2 before he can really do something in this lane. Yeah, he just missed 100 gold. I don't like that. Yeah.
"'Tis not for thee."
Yeah, it's gonna stay this way until he like gets pulls to the side as well. Because their two supports don't do anything right now. Like, the Night Stalker can't run in because he just has boots. Whereas you look at the Naga, she has a PMS and the boots from the First Blood, so she can pretty much do whatever she wants and not really care. The Bat Rider needs level 2.
Loaded to the gills!
And okay, Alpha Red are gonna do fine in their other two lanes. Like, LC will do 100% okay top. Medusa getting slight better run of the mid matchup at the moment, but you know, it's pretty much 50-50. And if Dusa goes 50-50, you're happy with that. He just lost the lane by doing that. He's gonna ferry himself out though.
Pay for thy lack.
Level 2 Ice Path. That's probably something they didn't expect. Didn't see the go, but you know, the Naga didn't have the snare yet, so getting caught up by the Shakira, having a level 2 stun. Not the most common thing.
My thanks.
I think this might be the best creep you could get in a one-on-one matchup, because now you can just spam your spells. Yeah, look at the regen, it's insane. Every time Infernal Blade's up, you can just use it. Every time Scorched Earth is up, you can just use it. You've got no mana issues, and you can just heal yourself. Okay, it's not the best heal, but it's, you know, it's insane sustain. Like, imagine just having a free Perseverance. It's better than that.
Sin grows.
Well, it is until you're in a laning stage in a one-on-one matchup. Yeah, you can keep memeing it.
Bleach.
It was a nice bait initially, like, the LC knew what was going to happen, drew him as far back from the tower as he could, and then Mineski just reacted really well. They probably knew the supports were smoking, and they were, you know, ready to react in whatever lane. You know, they weren't going to go mid. You know, the Night Stalker's level 2, they can't kill the bottom, so they probably had a good idea of where they were going to go. And they got the better trade out of it. You know, now you see the bottom going slightly ahead mid, AM's obviously still doing fine bottom.
Flesh sustains, gold remains.
Invisibility.
Might have been close. So far,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
2k lead for Mineski. I think, considering the game, they need this kind of lead when Alpha get their levels. But if they can keep everything that they're doing right now going and just use their heroes to pressure, then this game's going to look a lot easier. Because right now, they're just playing better. You know, they're out leveling, they're out maneuvering.
Oh no.
It's not just... Sorry. It's not just how she uses it, it's like how the team used her. Because, yeah, the Necro's struggling, but this hero can come back into the game really easily with just like one scythe on a hero that has a streak, and then you're back in the game. But for that to happen, they kind of need to bait and then have him come in afterwards. Because if he's in the front line, he's getting doomed, or he's getting killed by Ensnare into Arrow. Like, he has a hard game right now, so they need to continue doing what they're doing right now, which is, you know, split the map.
No.
Yeah, do some mid. Arrow.
My body in the deep.
What magic
Radiant's bottom tower
Wouldn't have saved
is
him.
under attack.
No.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think he was better going for the blink to disjoint the hit. I mean, the Necro will be happy with the gold, but like no experience is a big thing.
Is under attack.
And now you can see the lane transition. This is really, really smooth. Arrow bottom. I mean, this is a level 6 Naga at 9 minutes. And they're able to just... Same with Jakiro, you know, admittedly he got that after the kills, but... Right now, they just... Their supports are doing so much more, and it shows. Like, this Batrider, he's irrelevant. The Night Stalker, he can't fight. You know, he's got no lane to gank, he's got no hero to go and pressure. And you really see it in the net worth. Like, Batrider is not a hero that is going to sit down here for too long because of the stats, but he's level 4. He'll probably get 6 from this. Then he's 3/4 of the way to his blink, which isn't too bad, but you know, you wanted to see him do more early. You don't see this hero picked as a support to sit in the jungle and get a 12-minute blink.
Salamene smiles upon me. Yes!
My light sets.
Your nights are at an end.
And dual top.
Played me long enough.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Deny.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
And despite the fact he's going the traditional build, he's able to like make things happen this game because of like how weak the other team are, you know. He's not just sitting in the jungle and AFK farming, he's moving between lanes, he's pressuring heroes out of the lanes that he goes to. And you know, he's pressuring towers.
Pox upon you.
Yes, he does.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Jakiro is dead, boys. He's tanking the gank. I think that's fine. Like, sure, it's a dual win, but it's also like 3 heroes running down here. They're gonna trade it for a tier 1 top, which is something Mineski is gonna be quite happy to do.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
'Tis mine.
This sustains, gold remains.
Darkness is pretty OP. Yeah, I like that a lot. Like, they saw the shrines off, they don't try and go for a fight, even though they know they're ahead. They could probably have done some damage there, but is it worth it? Not in their opinion. Yeah, this is, like... You can see they know how to play Dota, but as a team, they have no idea what to, like, salvage when the game goes bad, right? They're just trying to move around, make all these plays, and they're making them in a way that Mineski can literally read them like a book. And it makes the game look really easy for them. And now the map's going to get so split. So they're already losing towers. AM's about to get his Battle Fury in a minute, 2 minutes, depending if they take this tier 2 bottom or not. Bottom can do the same, depending what build she goes for. Considering she's got 3k saved up, I wouldn't be surprised if she goes Ags. But, you know, no one's been doing that recently. I don't think they've weathered jack shit personally. Because like, look at their Necro. This hero he's a walking Reaper scythe. He needs like, and again the Batrider, 0 game impact so far. Yes, the Deuce is doing well. The LC's got a surprisingly good amount of farm, has 3 duels under her belt, which is more than I'd expect, but they kind of need a 5-on-5 fight, and Mineski, if they continue playing like this, they're not giving them 5-on-5 fights, they're giving them like these 2 heroes, which is great. And they've got a song.
The grave.
Just a step too far. And now Mineski clean up a fight pretty easy. Yeah, and they're gonna get a T2. AM has Battle Fury. Game's looking good. Even if they don't get the kill on this, having it taken off the map. Just to bulk up the damage as well. Good stuff, good stuff. I wouldn't worry too much personally. Like you can look at it from the perspective, you're probably looking at it and go like, he doesn't need to die there, right? But getting that tower is more worth it for his team. Like 10 damage, 14 damage in this case is so little. Yeah, okay, if it happens 10 times in a row, then you have a problem. But if it happens once or twice when you're exchanging it for another hero on your team not dying that would have died anyway, maybe without the damage because it's like tanky, but it still would have been a death on a core, or you get a tower for it, it's worth it, in my opinion. And he's making space as well, because like every time they go for these plays, they're using 2 or 3 heroes, and they're catching 1, maybe 2 of Mineski, and the other heroes are just farming. Like they're winning the economy game. If they keep giving kills like this, then there might be a problem, but they have these 3 cores. Technically 4 cores if the Naga really wants to play that way, but I don't think she's going to be greedy now.
Is over.
I'm kind of surprised.
It is mine.
I don't think Mineski's plan is to let it get to that stage, which is why, yeah, if it gets to that stage, it's going to be a problem, no doubt. I agree with you. But they aren't looking like they want to play this game slow. I'm really surprised the Podden went Manta though. Like, if they're going to play like this, where they've got AM on one side of the map and Mirana on the other side, she kind of needs the Lincolns. But I think Alpha are also out of smokes. I could be wrong with that, but they've done like 3 smokes in the past 4 minutes or so, and each one is connected because of having smokes. So I imagine their game's going to get a bit harder to get pickoffs now. You know, Manta is a better farming item, it's a better fighting item as well.
Middle tower is under
Rush? No, they don't want to rush. Okay. If he gets some form of lockdown, he can do the damage for sure, but he's going Lincoln before Manta because he wants to play this split game and not worry so much about the duel and the lasso. And they don't have the gold to get like these Lincoln breaking items yet. The Batrider's nearly got his 4-staff, but with how construed the map is and how much vision Mineski have, it's probably going to be used to get in position to get the lasso as opposed to be able to break a Lincoln. Because they have to play really fast. If they play slow, then they're playing into Mineski's hands. Kind of. But they don't really have the ability to play fast because, you know, the heroes have no items. You know, this is the best things they can get at the moment, hero pickoffs. Oh.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Makes sense.
This will do nicely.
I saw it lots before the hero got nerfed. Just, you know, because it was a really good damage boost, but in this case it makes sense because for heroes you're dooming are quite tanky. Okay, sure, the Necro is no longer really that tanky, but he's not the doom target now, because unless you really care about whoever's about to get reapered. But Medusa, on the other hand, you know, she can tank a doom if the fight goes well for Alpha Red. So just, you know, keep it on her. It's decent stats for the gold. Doom's gonna be pretty tanky. Solves a lot of your mana issues as well. And you didn't put the second point into Doom yet, so you don't have to worry too much about the mana. Oh!
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Far at an end.
I deliver thee unto death.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Finish off Roche, 5-man wipe, easy tower. I don't think they could have got that if the Legion didn't walk into the arrow though. That like the rest of his team probably called out and dodged. Maybe they didn't call it out, but they just dodged it, and you know he walks into it, and then it kind of enables them to take that fight. They're still in like such a dominant position, even if that doesn't happen. That you still feel really comfortable for them. But now the AM has money for his Lincoln, and nearly finished his Manta as well. That's an Aegis. No? I mean, it's not like they need the Aegis right now. I don't think them going high ground right now is necessary, but it's better to get the Aegis off the field if you can. Problem is, there's these 3 heroes that you have to deal with one way or another, and I don't think they have the damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's just like a walking Reaper Scythe. It feels really bad. Yeah, that's like the worst item you could get when you're behind. I mean, just get it like an ATOS or tank up. I mean, being able to push the lanes with ease is nice, but you don't get this item when you're so far behind. Especially when there's heroes on the other team that can buy defusal. The Mirana's deciding to not do it because she doesn't need to. And Lincoln's is more valuable right now. But he... Yep. And it's not like he's even being that greedy. It's just the nature of how many towers they've got, how many fights they've won. And when his team has been splitting the map, he's been making good use of the free space. He wants the purge range. I mean...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire victory.
Yep, showing they're the better team throughout the entire game, making